The hole that opened up and shut down Pleasant Valley Road in Marion County yesterday has opened up even bigger. They found Michael Palmer guilty of first-degree murder for the shooting and killing of his father-in-law, Ed Wilson. Managers at stores that have been hit are telling their employees to stay alert because a robbery could happen at any time. In the aftermath of this weekend's riots, if there's one thing residents want to tell students, it's that it's time to grow up. We were able to obtain transcripts of the 911 call that was made after the shooting happened. We now know it was the boy's sibling who made that call while the mother rushed the boy to the hospital. Part of what is so horrifying to Coy's family is that where he was found is just a few miles away from his home. Right here outside of our studios, it's already building up. It looks to be about an inch out here. So that's going to keep building up as the night goes on. So we really want you to be careful as the temperatures drop. The partnership works to acquire houses that are sitting vacant, falling into disrepair, and then they turn them into affordable housing like the ones behind me. The post on social media showing possible chemicals in this water sent some residents into a frenzy this weekend. It seems extreme, but for law enforcement, it's just being prepared.
Domestic terrorism has taken a new meaning. We have to be trained up for that. We have to be prepared for what's coming, and we know it's coming. It's already here.
Threats of national and international terrorism are putting pressure on local agencies to be ready, because you never know where a major crime could strike.
Every agency, no matter how small the jurisdiction, municipality, county, state, we're the first line of defense for our communities.
There's a lot of controversy surrounding police agencies and weapons like this, but law enforcement officials say that if criminals have access to all kinds of weapons, they need to be prepared for the worst. Law enforcement say for every situation like Ferguson, Missouri, where apparent militarization has caused riots, you have a situation like the manhunt in Pennsylvania, where police agencies need military tactics to find a dangerous murderer.
Workplace violence is just unheard of. So some of the scenarios that we train for is just, it's unreal. It's, you know, you'll hear people talk about law enforcement being like the military, but it's protecting people's protecting people, and we have to protect ourselves with the gear that we use, the gear that we carry.
These training exercises were meant to teach the deputies how to move smoothly in an unfamiliar situation, anything from a hostage crisis to an active shooter. They practice how to cover each other, find the targets, and protect the victims. It all comes down to teamwork.
There's a specific job at hand, a specific task, and they all have to be on the same page to make that possible and make that outcome safe.
For the Marion County Sheriff's Department at least, this training is the least they can do to make sure their community is safe. Neighbors don't know exactly what caused Tuesday Davis to pull a gun on her husband of more than 20 years in the Briarcliff apartments last night. They are shocked, but some of them say that this was going to happen sooner or later.
Shocked, really shocked.
That's how many residents of the Davises apartment complex described how they're feeling today after hearing the news of what happened in apartment 48 last night. Many of them have known each other for years and only known the Davis couple as good neighbors and friendly people. They said Tuesday would give you the shirt off her back and was always there for people who needed her. But it's obvious something wasn't quite right with this couple.
Sooner or later, I thought something would happen, but, you know, because she was really depressed, and lately she's just been, like, different. Not like the same woman that we knew.
There's talk around the complex that the marriage was full of abuse, unfaithfulness, and other problems. All the criminal complaint said is that Davis shot her husband in the abdomen with a .45 caliber handgun after a domestic dispute. Neighbors said when the police led her out last night, Tuesday Davis was smiling and humming to herself. A round of gunfire. A lone trumpet playing taps. These are the sounds that accompanied Corporal Alva Groves to his final resting place in the West Virginia National Cemetery in Pruneytown.
To let them know that we care and we respect and love their veteran.
He was given the full military honors by members of the National Guard and honor guards from Taylor and Harrison counties.
Special emphasis on all the military honors and taking care of the family and making sure that he gets the due respect that he deserves and his family deserves for his sacrifice.
Military services, though somber, are a celebration of life of the veteran, honoring his service and giving the family a chance to say goodbye. Corporal Grove's family was able to do all of that today after 63 years of waiting.
To some people, they wouldn't consider it a celebration, but knowing that Corporal Groves gave his life for his country because he loved his country dear. And unless you've been there, you've had the shoes on, you have no idea what freedom really is and what it really costs.
Our freedom cost Corporal Groves his life and decades in an unmarked grave in North Korea. For that dedicated service, he has been awarded with the Purple Heart, 2 Bronze Stars, and many others. But the greatest reward may be that he was never forgotten, and that he was able to be brought home and laid to rest with respect.
Each and every veteran, regardless of what their job is, deserves that respect.